Yeah, you're fine. And I see I'm okay with the screen. All right. So let's just let everything go loose. Let's take a moment just without touching our top of our head. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I just hired the volume.
Okay. So let's just totally don't use our hands. Let's really focus for a minute on the top of our head and keep focusing until you can start feeling your top of your head. If you don't actually feel it, imagine you're feeling it.
Yes.
And imagine the feeling of the top of your head being pulled to the heavens. So that should stretch out your neck. But you don't want to feel any tension on your neck, but you want to feel elongated because you're hanging from the sky. And your shoulders are hanging, so they're dropped and they're comfortable. So the actual beginning stance, your elbows are a little bit out. I'm really going to start focusing on fine detail. So everything is sort of rounded, and we've got this big round feeling here. And now let's focus on that expanding and contracting with our breath. So try to feel your arms spreading out and try to feel them coming back. So when we feel our arms, imagine or feeling, you're going to get a sensation of pushing your arms out. I don't find I have to wait like a millisecond. And if I really hang in there, I'll start feeling my arms coming back in. So what's happening in the universe is that our energy is expanding out, 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 and then of course it's coming back. So it might take a millisecond or a microsecond to come back and actually start moving our arms in. So for a lot of years, I thought, I don't feel it coming back. But if I wait a millisecond or so, not even or so, it's take long, you just have to sort of. And part of that too is the most opportune millisecond to feel the universe is in between our breath. We inhale and we exhale. So we have that ounce of a second, both at from the top of the inhale to the exhale, and that second happens again at the bottom of the exhale and before we go into the inhale. So, so part of this beginning stance is feeling all of that. Imagine you feel that. So I'm going to skip over the normal prep because a lot of times when Master Liao says practice 5 minutes here or 2 minutes there during the day, you don't want to start each beginning of your practice taking the time to do your full prep. So this is really enough to get started. Okay, so I want to go right into raised hands. So let your hands try to feel that coming up because you're going to start getting that ball of energy, and it's going to go down. The ball of energy is going to go down to the down. And now we're going to go step forward and try to feel that ball. And then feel that ball slide because you're splitting. Try to feel that ball coming down. And then you want to try to feel that connection, that ball that was part of that split off. We had one ball here, now we have 2 balls. So this ball is sliding down and it connects to the tip of the elbow. So that is the way you may start feeling this connection here between the center of this palm and the soft little tissue right between your elbow bone, this spot right there. So when we gather our energy, we have one ball here, try to feel it. You can hold a second. You can actually take a breath here and feel it expand and contract. You want to start trying to feel that ball. Whatever you need to do to try to feel it. And once you've got it, and let it slide down. Let it split and slide down as you bring your weight to your back foot until it's opposite that elbow. And then with the next inhale, imagine everything expanding and contracting. And again, it expands out. You might have to wait that microsecond and start feeling that pressure bringing your hands back in. Let's do one more. Inhale, slide up the pole. Your whole body is connected. And then you're going to slide down your pole, right? Okay, sides, change door. Let's go to the other one. Get that ball. You can hold it here until you feel it. And then let it split down. Slide down your arm. And then you go. So you want to try to feel that ball lifting your arm and hold on to that feeling in your elbow if you can. So many things are happening. This is why this is such an amazing posture, amazing form. So I've talked about all the balls that you have working. They're all part of the energy, and it's all from your Dan Qian. Everything is always from your Dan Qian. So to make life easy, just imagine that you've got that Dan Qian ball, and it's just expanding so big that it's getting under your arms and lifting your arms up and lifting your body up, and then it's contracting. It's all contracting down in here. Okay. So from here, let's do one more. I'm going to go right into lean forward. So we're going to get our form. And now we're going to bring this ball to connect with this ball. So now we have one ball. And if you don't feel it right away in your practice, take a minute to let this expand and contract. Try to get that feeling. And so expand it. Once you have it contracted, you want to bring it down to your thigh. So if we had our left foot forward, you have your right foot forward. You have your right foot forward, right?
My left.
Your left. Oh, okay. So if your left foot's forward, the ball is going to come down to your left thigh as you, I don't know if you can see my feet, as you bring your toe in. Because you're up on your heel. You've got this ball contracted right down by your left thigh. And then you're going to go into, now this ball is splits right here. So one ball is going down and one ball is going to be facing the corner of your elbow, right, your finger. So, and then you're going to step. And keeping everything contracted. The ball hasn't expanded yet. You just split this little bitty ball, and now you have one ball. It's okay. Let me go back. You have split. When you've got this one ball here. It doesn't. Does it split? It splits, but it immediately comes into one ball here that you are that's contracted. Okay, make sure that you look over your left shoulder, and then you're going to, step out, you're going to expand this ball. So both elbows, you're gonna move over, your weight goes to your left foot, but this expands. Okay, so contract it. Imagine this ball getting really, really big and expanding. Got a big ball now. So now we're going to go take a step forward. We're going to go to the other side. So the way we do it, we've got this big expanded ball, huge ball. You want to put it down right now. And then you're going to step to the other direction and bring everything in. All at exhale, so you're contracting. Okay. And then you're getting too close, but we'll do it one more time. So this is, oh wait, I'm sorry, contract. Expand it, move your weight to your right foot, contract down, expand. So this is an inhale as you step forward and contract. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now we're going to step backwards, but we're still in Tai Chi. We're not going to just walk backwards. So from here, you're gonna go into a single hand attaching. So you're gonna bring this ball up here and you let this ball down, right? And go forward and back. Now let's step back, go forward. Let's change hands and step back. Exhale forward, raise your heel. Change hands. Exhale forward. Step back. Inhale and exhale. All right, so I'm gonna go through that again without talking. So when we exhale forward, inhale, or we're gonna go right into lean forward. Okay, exhale, inhale. So the way we go into that is to get into the position and step out and then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, from here, I want to go into stork spreads wings. So we're going to do that by your left foot should be facing me, right? So we're going to put our weight on our left foot. We're going to pivot on our toe here and bring that in. Your right foot goes in. And now we're ready for stork spreads wings. So inhale and split. Get your hand closer to your ear. Okay. I mean, not, it's straight up. It's not out here. It's like here. Okay. That was it. So this is an exhale. So your right hand is floating up, your left hand is floating down by going into the platter. I call this a platter. And this is an exhale. Okay, let's bring that back to our elbow. And let's exhale. So inhale and split. Remember, your fingers touch the sky, your elbow touch the ground, close to the ground. So this is exhale. Inhale, bring the platter across. And exhale, let it all go in. Now I want to come back and face you, and I'm in this position. So the way I do it is I'm going to go into a single hands attaching by taking out my ball here, setting it down, single hand attaching forward. And now I'm going to single hand attach this way. So all I do is I step out and I get into a single hand attaching here. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But what I'm trying to do is you can flow from one form to the other in your practice without getting out of Tai Chi. Okay. So now that we're facing forward, I'm just going to get that. So wait, bad. I'm not going to do that anymore. Let's go back. Single hand attaching. Let's step back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Or you go all the way back. You take another step back. Okay. You should be in single hand attaching. Okay. All right. So I want to start with stork spreads wings here while we're facing each other. So you have your left foot forward?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go right into single hands. Stork spreads wings. So you're going to reach down and inhale and exhale. Now we're going to go into brush knee, a little brush knee. And while you're doing this, this hand should be coming up, your right hand, and you're going to step forward, a little one. This is a little brush knee. And you're going to brush your knee, and then you're going to let this hand, this ball, reach here. This hand is rising, right? We're going to come down and to play the peepaw. But before we come down to play the peepaw, get your ball, just like in raised hands. You get your ball, and then you're going to let it slide down as you bring your left foot up and then you're going to do play the peapaw. Okay, let's do play the peapaw a few times. Again, here you inhale, you are expanding, your whole abdomen expands out and then pushes out your right arm. And then what you want to do is try to start exhaling, you start feeling that right arm. It's all about your feel. Okay, let's change sides. It's just like we do with raised hands. Get that ball, let it split, let your arm come all the way down and play the peapaw this side. Your body goes up and down, and things just like it does. Imagine you're on a calliope. Imagine you're being pulled to the sky by the top of your head. Try to, as you're doing this, try to feel as much as you possibly can with all of these different sensations. Okay, from here, we're going to go into another brush knee. So we're going to, this hand, your right hand, is going to circle that down. Your left hand is going to circle up. Sky becomes earth, earth becomes sky. You're going to take a bigger step forward and brush your knee. Let's keep doing it, brush knees for a little bit here. Take another step, brush. One more step. And what I want you to do here is turn 180 degrees. So it's just like we do with a split tai chi ball. You're going to get everything up and go brush knee in the other direction. Another brush knee, and now we're going to do another 180 degree turn. Okay. So did you have a problem with that? Did you have a problem with that?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you stopped. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So let's start again with single hand attaching, going into stork spreads wings, and then we're going to do play the peapaw, and we're going to do 2 brush knees. We're going to go into downward parry punch, just like we do in the form. Okay, so let's put our weight on our right foot and get into single hand attaching. Okay, let's go over the basic here. When you're in beginning stance and you want to get into single hand attaching, you switch your weight to your left foot, let out that right ball. Take an inhale. Try to feel that ball coming out. And then as you put your weight on your left foot, you want to put that ball down. But this ball hasn't come out of your danjian. It hasn't split yet, split out. So you have to imagine or make it go all the way down as you step forward with your left foot. And then you want to bring that up. I'm exaggerating here, but you want to really feel that. So it's not unlike we were doing this to get that feeling. We want, so when we step out of, inhale, let that ball out. Imagine that ball getting big. Imagine it setting down so you have your balance. Imagine this being squished out of your taichi, getting all of that energy so you have this whole slew of energy in your hand. And then you go forward in that. Okay. This is over the basic of getting into single hand attaching. Okay, now let's go into stork spreads wings. So the inhale as you come back, bring everything in and exhale. Inhale, exhale, around, inhale. Now, that right hand should be all the way up by now because you're ready to step. So this is an exhale, exhale, and then let that all rise, and then turn your palms facing each other, feel your ball, and then exhale down into play the peapaw. Don't forget to bring your left foot back. It should be on the toe. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, play the peacock. Yeah, I've got it wrong. So busy talking. Let me go back. So we were here. Okay, so yeah, I had it wrong. Okay. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to sky becomes earth, earth becomes sky. You take a small little brush knee step here. I'm sorry. Putting up, putting down. I'm going to get it right yet. Okay. Now we're going into a larger brush knee. Okay, sky becomes earth, earth becomes sky. Step out, brush knee. Step out, brush knee. Make sure you get all that going out that way. And now we're going to, brush knee. And now we're going to go into downward parry. So both hands are following on this diagonal. On the your feet is in a good stance, good taichi stance. So now your right hand is doing downward parry. Your left hand is doing outward parry, and then you come, so your left hand is over your right hand is underneath, both palms are up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're going, and weight should be on the back foot, no, on the front foot, I'm sorry. And then as you pull your left hand out, down, you're going to step forward with your left foot. And then you punch. Okay. So let's do that again. So there you are. We're going to do, okay, now you're going to go along your angle on your right side, and your left hand is going to do the downward parry. I mean, that hand does the parry, deflect downward. And now you're going to come both palms up, grab with your right arm, and punch. Nikki, what are you getting? No. Okay, sorry, my dog is a rascal. Rascal. Okay, let me give him something else to chew. What do you want, Nikki? One of your sticks are. Chew this. Okay, we'll do that. All right, so let's do. Let me do just a little bit in a flow, but I'm going to talk through it, the difference between downward parry and deflect downward and upward and parry, because there's a minute difference. So let's do downward parry. So downward parry, again, inhale, don't just put your arm out there. Everything's taichi. Inhale and get your arm out here, and then you're going to bring it around the downward parry. And then you're going to, let's do alternating hands, downward parry. So your palm is actually pushing down on the ground, right? This is deflect downward, deflect downward. And this is a wonderful, if you can start doing this, and we'll do some of this in the flow, because I love doing this in the flow. Because I am now concentrating totally on my Dan Qian, and I'm feeling my Dan Qian turn me, totally turn me. Okay, so let's not try to get the hand all the way out here. Basically, it's just going to be a small earth circle. Okay. Okay, now let's do outward parry. So outward parry is you grab this and you're going to make it go out. And you watch it go out on a diagonal. So you have to be sure that you are doing that parry, outward parry, to get that energy to go out. Okay, so let's bring everything to center. And we're not going to move our feet. We're just going to do our arms. So I want the left hand to go out first. So inhale and let this fall out. And let's do deflect downward with the left hand as you're doing outward parry with the right hand. So you're going to do deflect downward and outward parry. Deflect downward, outward parry. Now we're going to do outward parry with the left hand, outward parry, and deflect downward with the right hand. Okay, now we're going to do, let's keep this up. So now we're going to do deflect downward with the right hand and outward parry with the left hand. Wait a minute, I have to start over. Deflect down, okay, so it's deflect downward, but as this comes out and you start deflect downward, you gotta let this one out too. So deflect right afterwards. So you really have deflect, I'm sorry,